A place where you can bring your chickens, your horses, your livestock on almost 1.5 acres here in North Texas for $500,000. Well, it all stops here. We're going to take a look around and also stay for the end because I'm going to share with you some really important information on how you can even save on your taxes. Now, that's a whole bargain, so let's go. Located in Decatur, Texas, which is North Texas, on a cul-de-sac, but it has, like I mentioned, almost 1.5 acre lot. So you've got all this privacy. Now you're going to notice that the survey will show you that the boundary lines go all the way out to the right. So you've got all this space. You're not going to have anybody moving to your neighbors. As a matter of fact, your closest neighbors, as you can see way out there, okay, you've got some that are way over there across the street, and then your closest one over here to the left. But look at the distance in between all of that. This is your private oasis. Now, you're noticing that you can also bring an RV if you've got a boat, you've got a truck like this, that you've got to have a space where you can park those vehicles. Then this is your place to go, because it is no HOA, so there's no limitations on what you can, if you need to park those vehicles. So as we go inside, I just want to tell you a few things about this house. Just a few years old, built by Riverside, and it is 4 bedrooms. It's over 2,400 square feet. It's got gorgeous epoxy floors in the garage, shelving. It's got a spa that's going to come with the house, and wow. Okay, stunning. I'm going to come in. Look at this, all this brickwork. So we're going to start here at the foyer to the house. And as you can see, it opens straight into the living space. The kitchen is going to be right off of it, very open to it. To the right wing of the house, we're going to see the primary suite and ensuite. To the left wing of the house, we have the secondary rooms and bathroom. That gorgeous epoxy floor that I'm going to show you, and you men are going to love it. The utility room with a sink, and over to the right, as you enter in, you have a designated office space currently being used as a craft room. So you can really use this space for whatever you intend, but it is closed off by the glass inlaid door here. And then to the left of the foyer, we have the formal living, formal dining. But again, if you are in need of a second office space, you can very easily close that in if you want to make it a game room, or hey, maybe you've got kiddos or something and you need a game space, man cave, whatever. You can, these rooms are so flexible. So actually, let's go ahead and start in on here. Again, I said, you've got a great glass door here, and look how massive this space is. They are, like I said, they're currently using it as a craft room, but this is a huge table here, a table there, an L-shaped table here, and it opens up to the front of the house. So when you are in here working or whatever you're doing, maybe you make it a workout room. Who knows? Whatever you want to make it into, you can, but you're going to be having gorgeous views of the cul-de-sac, right? No like busy cars coming by. You're just going to be able to enjoy the views of the front. All right, one thing I forgot to mention is that throughout the house you have this vinyl wood flooring. The bedrooms do have some carpet. We're going to show you that here in a bit. But let's take a look at this, the formal dining, formal office, or formal living. It is currently being used as a secondary living space. So your gamers, I don't know if you've got kids, or maybe you yourself as a gamer, you actually have your own designated space that you could use this for if you do not need it as a formal dining or a formal living. I've got some clients that are do piano. I mean, this would make a great piano room. So let's go on into the main house. Down the hallway here, we're going to go there here in a bit. Like I said, that is the primary suite. But let's go ahead and take a look at the living room. And what I mentioned was just completely open to the kitchen with a massive kitchen island, windows throughout the whole back so you can see everything going on in your backyard. Now we have this gorgeous fireplace with the stone surrounding and the wood mantle. All right, I'm gonna pan around here so you can see the views. Now this is really a good size space. As you can see, they have a L-shaped massive couch, massive ottoman, and another chair for seating, and all of their furniture here, and still all this space. So let's go on into, by the way, you do have your you do have your coat closet here, really deep as you can see. All right. And into the kitchen, what I love about this is you have like a little coffee nook. Isn't that great? I love it, love it, love it. I have a little coffee nook, and I love my space where I can wake up in the morning and have it ready and set to go. You have great cabinets, and I'm gonna show you the stone. It's like a little speckled granite that is on this kitchen island and all throughout the kitchen. You're gonna see that. Again, the gray cabinets, which really complements this stone. Let me just kind of zero in on that so you can see that. Really complements that. And take a look at the backsplash, because I do really like this kind of glass, the gray glass, and how it just pops with the cabinets and with the stone, really blends well with the flooring. And then when you're in your kitchen cooking, you can still entertain. You have bar seating on this massive space here. And you have the dishwasher, stainless appliances. You can see here we've got our microwave and an electric drop-in stove. All right, let's see here. I am going to go, where should we go next? Let's go ahead and go to, oh, you know what? I didn't show you the pantry. So let's take a look at the pantry. Look how much space that you have. So not only do you have all this cabinet space, but you still have a lot of space for the pantry. I forgot to mention that you still have dining area here. And just to put it into perspective, I know that you've got that front space should you need a formal dining. Now this is seating for 6 here in the dining, but I'm gonna move around this way so you can see. You still have tons of space. So if you needed to make this an 8-seater, you can very easily do that for your holidays when you have guests over or whatnot. All right, I want to show you really quickly, because right off to the kitchen, I love this utility space. Lots of room in here, and a woman's dream to have the sink, and still you have places where you can hang your clothes, shelving, all right here. You have the tile floors here, kind of a marble look tile. All right, mud room. We're gonna go into the garage here in a bit. We'll show you that, but who doesn't want a mud room? All right, let's go ahead and go to the master, or the primary suite as they are called now. Before we get there, you do have more storage space here. Look how deep this is. Let me see if I can, well, don't have the light on it, but it goes. Lots of storage space. All right. And into the primary suite, like I mentioned, you do have carpet into the bedrooms. It's kind of a gray beige colored carpeting. And a huge, I love the ceilings in here. Really kind of creates that more, height, if you would. But they have a king size bed in here. They have 2 end tables. They have a little love seat and 2 dressers in here. So that just kind of puts it into perspective how much space that you will have in the primary room. Now going into this luxurious bathroom, you do have the split shower tub, and let me show you how deep this tub is. Ladies, if you're like me, I'm a soaker. I want to soak in my tub and have a glass of wine at the end of the day, and you will have plenty of space in here to soak. But if this isn't good enough for you, I'm going to show you a little treat at the end where you might just absolutely love. Again, you got the kind of the marble flooring here. The gray countertops continue with white countertops. You have his and her sinks. Let me show you the lighting. And look how big this shower is. It does have seating, so you can sit down, you can shave your legs, ladies. Sit down, enjoy your shower. Again, you still have that marble tile throughout. Pulling in those gray tones again. Now there's the toilet area, and then your closet. So shelving all the way around, and then there's carpet, as you can see, in the closet. All right, let's go back out and let's check out the secondary bedrooms. It's so nice to have the split floor plan so that you can have your guest or your kids or whoever on the other end wing of the house. But still, if you're in your kitchen or you're in your, everything else, the meeting areas are all in the heart of the home. So you've got this long hallway, and you're gonna have bedroom, 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 bath. Okay, so because I said bath, let's go ahead and do that. So same kind of, the cabinets, the same color cabinetry, the gray with the gray marble tiling and the white sink. Toilet area here, and we continue in with the consistency and the flow. You do have a shelf there for your soap and your tub with that same marble look tile. All right, now into the secondary bedrooms. Really good size. Now this looks like it is a full-size bed, but it does have 2 end tables, as you can see. There is still room for a dresser here, a dresser here. TV is mounted already on this wall, and let me show you the space in these closets. Walk-in closets, so really very deep shelving. The clothes rack. Again, I mentioned that you have carpet, so there's your carpet. One other thing I want to mention while we're in these bedrooms. Now, they do not have ceiling fans. They have recessed lighting, but if you wanted to add that, very easy, because they do already have it electric that will run into the second switch for the ceiling fan. Trying to get my words out there. All right, another bedroom here. Now this looks more like a queen size bed, really spacious. You can see they have seating in here. There is a dresser here, a table here, so plenty of space. It feels like it's brand new in here, like barely lived in. This is a 3rd bedroom, just doesn't have any furniture in it. They had somebody living here, or a child that has now moved out. So, but look again, this will kind of show you how deep these closets are. Really good space. All right, and then off to that, you still have another closet here at the end of the hallway. You can use this for your linens, towels. All right, now let's go. Where should we go next? Let's go ahead and show you the garage, and then I want to show you the outside, because the outside, I think, is what, not only is this house it's in impeccable condition. The single owners have taken immaculate care of the house. Here's what you're gonna love. All right, the epoxy floor. And this epoxy floor is really a nice one. I know I have seen some where it's not so good, and this one is. So 2-car garage. You do have some windows in there, so if you're in your garage and you're working in here and you want to close off the garage, you still can have lighting that comes in. And look at they were able to put all the shelving in. And you've got your water heater here. Okay. Really good sized garage. All right, let's go ahead, go straight into the backyard. Now, let's go take a look. They do have, as I'm walking out here, isn't that cute little window up there? I've seen some people make this into like a little stained glass window if you want. Little charm if you would. All right, so in the back patio, look, well, first off, just take a look at these views. Isn't this, I mean, you can't even see it. I'm going to see if I can zoom. Look all the way out there. Look. I mean, you can see for miles. It's just stunning out here. And if you know anything about Decatur, you got a lot of rolling hills and it's just really peaceful. Peaceful living, but still close. You're probably within 30 minutes to downtown Fort Worth. You're 30 minutes away from Alliance. I mean, you still have a lot of proximity to a lot of different things. And the city of Decatur is just such a cute little town too. All right, in the backyard, yes. If you don't think that tub was good enough for you to soak in, well, guess what? Come enjoy and get a partner and come and lay in this beauty here because it is going to stay with the house. So even though we have the hot tub here, if you don't want the hot tub, I'm sure we can figure out something to do with it. For me, I'm going to use it. It kind of reminds me of being out in Broken Bow. All right. Now you still have area for your grill. Seating here, as you can see. And what is great, now they have this fenced in. I don't know if you can see, there is a fence that goes around here. This is not where your property line ends. This is because they have pets. If you have children or something and you want to keep them a little bit more in close proximity, put a playground out here. You've got all the space. There is a fire pit there that they have added. And this storage unit right here, I'm going to zoom into it. This is a storage unit that will remain with the property. So you can see, I don't know if you can notice this other secondary fence that's back here. That's where the property line ends. Those tractors over here are on the property line. And then, because I know it's kind of hard to tell, but then you can see it goes all the way to that side. So if you wanted to push out this fence, you could totally do that and make those accommodations. You want to put in your chicken coop back here somewhere, well, you've got all the space to do everything. Put in a pool, plenty of room, not a problem. But look at all of that. Okay, so the back of the yard, I'm going to see if we can come a little closer so I can show you this fence line. Okay, so if you can see this here fence line. So all of that is your property. And if you want the survey, I'm going to, I can totally add that into here so you can see where all those lines are drawn. As I mentioned to you at the very beginning, there is no HOA. So I have people that are looking for a place to park their RV. As you can see, there is a truck right there, a car hauler truck. That's actually my brother's truck, just a little FYI. And all the space here on the side. So if you wanted to even put in more covered parking, you could totally do that. So I'm thinking if you have like a boat, an RV, why are you going to continue to pay for your boat slip or to store your boat, store your RV? You don't even have to do it. You just bring it out here and you're just saving yourselves hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? I mean, think about it. It's kind of a no-brainer. This is so perfect. You hear, I don't know if you guys can hear. I'm going to stay quiet for a second. Hear the birds? There's some chickens. I don't know if you can hear the chickens with the neighbors. Now this is why I love this property. So if you are looking for somewhere that you can get a little bit out of the city, but still be close to the city, have a 1.5, almost an acre and a half lot where you can bring some livestock. And I'm going to get into a little bit of conversation about the livestock. So one thing I want to say about this area as well, there's something called an ag exempt. And if you have certain You'll have to look at the rules on this. But if you're wanting to reduce the taxes even more, you get an ag exempt. You put, certain type of livestock out on your property, and now you even save more money. Just a little hack that you can do. So think about this, what I just mentioned. If you have an RV, a boat, or something, or a truck that you're needing to bring out that most HOAs are not going to allow you to have, you can do it all here, save hundreds of dollars, go for an ag exempt, save even hundreds more at $500,000. Well, all I can say is you would be blessed.